speaking to me clearly. And as you get your bearings, I want you to use all your senses. And as you're looking down at your feet, tell me, do you see your feet?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you wearing anything on your feet?
No.
No, they're barefoot. And as you look at the ground around you, are you inside or are you outside?
Outside.
You're outside. Very good. Mm-hmm. And I want you to now to feel the energy outside. And as you connect with that energy and use all your senses to sense whether it's day or night.
It's day.
It's daytime. And knowing that you can see yourself clearly from all different angles, I want you to describe to me whether you're male or female.
Female.
You're female. Mm-hmm. And as you look at yourself as that female, describe to me what you're wearing.
Dark coloured dress.
Mm-hmm.
Full skirt, fitted top. I'm only young.
And you're only young. Well, in a moment I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I tap you on the forehead, you'll see some numbers come to mind, and that will be the year, your age. So when you're ready, 3, 2, 1. How old are you there?
5.
You're 5 years old. Mm-hmm. I want you to hear your name being called, and as you listen out for your name being called, what do you hear? What's your name?
Emily.
Emily. Well, hello, Emily. Thank you for coming forward and working with us today in this life. Emily, I want you now to look around using your senses, and I want you to describe the landscape around you. Are you by the sea or a mountain or the river or a town or a village?
Grassy plains, just flat for miles and miles.
Grassy plains, flat. Very good. Mm-hmm. And I want you now just to put one foot in front of the other, and as you're walking around on this ground now, on these grassy plains, you'll get a connection into that land. And tell me, what country are you in? It'll be the first that comes to mind.
America.
You're in America? And I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I do, you'll see some numbers, and that'll be the year that you were in America. 3, 2, 1. What year is it?
1756.
1756. So take a look around, Emily, and sense all the energy around you, and tell me, do you sense that you're on your own there, or there are other people around you?
No, I'm with my family.
You're with your family? So what do your family do in America there on the grassy plains?
We farm, but there's not much work.
Mm-hmm. So tell me more about your family then, Emily. Do you have a mother and a father?
My mother's there, but my father's somewhere else.
Describe to me how you feel about your mother. What's the emotion?
Sometimes close, sometimes distant.
Mm-hmm. What colour hair does your mother have?
Dark hair.
Dark?
Brown.
And look into her eyes. What colour are her eyes there, Emily?
Blue.
Blue? Mm-hmm. Well, knowing that the eyes are the windows to the soul, I want you to connect to the soul of your mother there. And as you do, you'll know whether you've worked with her before. Is she in your life today?
I don't know.
Maybe not. Okay. So tell me, do you have any brothers or sisters, Emily?
No, just me.
Just you. So you farm on this land?
Yes.
And you're with your mother?
Yes.
Are there any other people around?
No, not for miles.
Not for miles. How does that make you feel, Emily?
Lonely.
So where is your father?
He's gone away to work to earn money.
He's gone to earn money. Very good. Describe how you feel about your father. Is it a good match?
I don't see him very often. We're not close.
Not close. Is he tall or is he short?
He's tall.
He's tall. Well, just imagine you can see him in front of you now and connect with his spirit and his eyes, and look into the eyes of your father there. Does he remind you of anybody today?
Yes.
Who does he remind you of?
My uncle.
Very good. So now I've got all the information of that scene, Emily. There's one thing I want to ask you. You say you're in America. Is it the north, the south, the east or the west?
The north.
In the north. So Emily, what I want you to do now is I want you just to imagine you can close that scene like you're flicking the switch of a remote control. Very good. And I just want you to imagine now that you're drifting and floating forward in that lifetime, because we're going to find a memory that's relevant to you today. Go forward in that life and find a timeline where something significant is happening. So let's go drifting and floating through time and space to a time when something is happening in that life. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. How old are you now, Emily?
25.
You're 25. So look around. Are you still by the grassy plains?
No.
Describe to me, where are you?
I'm in a town and I work in the bar. It's all a wooden building.
You work in a bar?
Yes, it's all wooden buildings.
An old wooden building? Is your mother with you?
No, I'm alone.
You're alone? So what's significant about working in this town, in this bar?
The men don't treat me nice.
The men don't treat you nice?
They make jokes and they think I'm there for their pleasure.
Are you there for their pleasure? Is that part of the role?
No, I'm just there to serve drinks.
Just there to serve drinks. And as you look around there, do you actually live in this bar? Where do you live in that place?
I live in a room above the bar.
You live in a room above the bar. Are there other girls there that live in this room with you?
No, just me.
Just you. Is there only you working in that bar?
Me and the man who owns it.
So take a look at that man. And as you connect with his energy, how do you feel about that man?
I don't like him, he doesn't protect me.
He doesn't protect you. Connect with his energy now, looking through his eyes, connecting with all the senses and the essence of that soul. Does he remind you of anybody today?
No.
No. I want you to see yourself now moving forward in that life and tell me, do you continue to work in that bar or do you move on?
I stay in the bar, I can't see anything else.
Yeah.
don't live long.
You don't live long. Well, let's go to that time then. So just move forward to the time where you say you don't live long. Feel yourself drifting, floating to that timeline there. 3, 2 and 1. Be there now. How old are you?
27.
You're 27. I want you to connect with all the intelligence around you and tell me what's going on there, Emily.
I've been attacked by 2 men.
You've been attacked by 2 men. Feeling that energy. Just allow me to take that energy away from you. You're just seeing it like a movie, totally detached from any pain, fear or emotion. And just let that fear out of your body now. Very good. Just get it out of your body. Yeah. It was a memory, not a life sentence. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. These 2 men, do you know those men?
They were from the bar.
They were from the bar. They were from the bar. And what happened to you after the attack? Did you recover?
No, I died.
You died in the attack? So was it a brutal physical attack or?
Physical and sexual.
Physical and sexual. Yeah. So I want you to see yourself now, Emily. I want you to see yourself there, knowing that you can lift yourself out of that body and that experience, that challenge that you came down for, and just feel yourself lifting your soul out of that body. I want you to be about 3 or 4 foot above the body now, so that we can just evaluate what that lifetime was all about. So tell me, how do you feel now that you're out of the body?
More peaceful.
More peaceful. Very good. Well, you just hold on to that peace, knowing that that was just a journey. And as you look down at the body of that life as Emily, you'll know the contract that you signed up for. What was the purpose of that life?
To understand helplessness.
Understand helplessness. Well, you certainly achieved that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, now that you're out of the body, it's normal for someone or something to come to collect you, to take you back home. Or for some souls, they travel on their own. So while I'm talking to you, I want you to look around and tell me, do you sense that there is anything there that's come to collect you, or do you travel on your own?
My grandma from this life.
Your grandma from this life? Very good. To know that you've been working with each other for generations. As she gets closer and closer to you, I want you to reach your hands out to her so that you can feel her energy and her warmth and her love. And just feel that embrace of her warmth and her love. And telecommunicate with her now. What message does she give you?
That I'll always be safe and we'll always come back together.
Always safe and together. Very good. I want you now to travel with your grandma, and I invite her to take you up to your soul family so we can see your soul family and make connections with them. So go drifting and floating up away from that body and that life, all the way up, 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 and feel yourself going up the realms now as your grandma takes you towards your soul group. Very good. Very good. Just feel yourself drifting and floating through time and space until you feel that you are with your soul family. And as you look around now, describe to me what you sense around you.
Circle of people around me.
Uh-huh.
I can't see features, just light.
You don't have to see them, you can just sense them. Feel the energy coming from them. What is the information that they give you?
But they always love me.
Ah, very good. Uh-huh. And as you connect with this circle of people, I want you to feel that you're going round this circle, looking at each individual energy there, whether you see them as people or as orbs. And as you go round the circle, you'll eventually stop at one of these soul members. Very good. And I want you to ask that soul member, what message can they give her for today that's relevant for today?
To not be afraid.
Not be
Be
afraid.
brave.
Uh-huh. Not be afraid. Uh-huh. Very good. Well, now that we've got that message, I want to thank your grandma for taking you back to your soul family, and thank your members in your circle for that love that they bestowed upon you. But now it's time for us to connect with the body. So as I connect with you now in this room, I want to be able to connect with your higher self. So just allow yourself now to step away from the body and allow your inner self to come forward. And as that energy comes forward using your voice, tell me, do you have a male or female energy or neither?
Female.
Female. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And as a female, do you have a name that we can call you today?
Matilde.
Matilde?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So Matilde, how many lives have you had with my client?
17.
17. And what's the purpose of you both working together, Matilde?
To bring the light into the world.
To bring the light. Uh-huh. Very good. And how is she doing with that?
She's doing well.
She's
but
doing
slowly.
well, but slowly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Matilde, are you the one that brought me here to work with her today? Or did somebody else?
It was me.
It was you. What's your message to her then today?
To keep progressing.
Keep progressing. Is she ready to move forward?
Yes, she is now, yes.
She's ready. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do now, Matilde, I want to work on the body, and we're going to scan the body to see if there's any energy in this body that is a residual of any memory that doesn't serve her anymore. And we're going to scan from the top of the head like a light beam going all the way down to the tips of the toes, just to see if there's anything that we can release today. So starting at the top of the head, going down with a light beam, down the forehead to the cheekbones and the jaw, into the throat area, at the soles, shoulders and the heart, into the stomach area, down into the stomach area, into the hips, the thighs, all the way down through the knees to the calves, the shins, the ankles and the tips of the toes, and back again. So tell me, where are we working in the body today? Matilde?
In the stomach.
In the stomach. So we're going to be working in the stomach area. Very good. So I'm going to connect with that stomach area so that we can work. And as I connect my energy into this stomach area, I want you to go down as small as a cell into this tummy area. And I want you to describe to me, what's the emotion here?
Fear.
Fear. Is that a fear from this life or a previous life?
From both.
From both. Tell me about this life. What is it that she feared?
Doing the wrong thing.
Doing the wrong thing. How old was she?
7.
She was 7. What was happening when she was 7 years old?
She'd made a mistake, done something wrong.
She'd made a mistake. Is it time to forgive a 7-year-old for making that mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want you to do is I want you to put that memory into my hand now on your stomach area to prepare it to be released. But before we do that, I want you to go into the memory of that previous life where you hold this memory in your stomach and just feel yourself travelling down a timeline now to that previous life where this memory came from. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. Were you male or female?
Male.
You were male. How old were you?
23.
23. What was happening to you in that life?
I was in the war.
You were in the war? What country are you in?
Russia.
You're in Russia? So tell me what happened to you there.
I was afraid of all the noises and all the fighting.
You were afraid of the noises and the fighting? Yeah.
Afraid of everybody dying and me dying.
Afraid of everybody and you dying? Yeah.
Afraid I wouldn't see my family again.
Afraid you wouldn't see your family again? Well, you were only 23 years old. It's a big ask, isn't it, to be in that war in Russia. I'm going to tap you on the forehead and I want you to see those numbers of the year that you were in Russia. 3, 2, 1. What year is it?
1632.
1632. What happened to you in that life?
I lost my leg in the war.
You lost your leg? But you survived?
Yes.
So why is the memory held in the stomach? What symptoms does it cause her?
Sensitivities.
Sensitivities?
And inflammation.
And inflammation? Explain a little bit more about this inflammation.
Inflammation.
Inflammation, right. All of which she doesn't need to carry in this life, does she?
No.
So let's work on her now. I want you to feel my hands here. And I want you to go in as small as a cell into that body and start drawing those memories in that life where she just couldn't stomach it, working, fighting, fear. Draw it all out and bring it up into my hand. Feel it coming into my hand, your body getting lighter and lighter. As all those memories now are ready to be released, have I got those memories?
Yeah.
I'm going to take them from you and offer them up to the universe. And what would best suit her to be replaced in this tummy area?
Feelings of love.
Feelings of love. So I'm going to call on Archangel Michael to come down, and I'm going to ask him to bring his sword of light. And as he brings his sword of light, I want him to press his sword of light into your tummy area now. And as I use my wand, and you hear the sound of the tone, I want you to feel that blue light energy of Archangel Michael coming down now. Just feel the energy going into your body, sealing and soothing all that area, making sure any residual memories are now released. And see all that blue light now, calming energy going into the stomach. Very good. So scanning the body again,